Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's training call with the Brimmers Nation to be. My name's Sally Chapman and I will be talking to you about the importance of personal development. So the first things I just want to go through tonight are our Discover Our Bonds. So what we've got on for February. We have got Leamington on the 6th of February. We've got Nottingham on the 7th of February, which is a Sarah Dunning hosting, which I absolutely love her. So definitely recommend getting to that one. And if anyone uses the YouTube clip of her to send out on the Discover Our Bond, it would be good to take any prospects there. We've got Stamford on the 11th of February. Birmingham on the 13th of February, which is all VPs, I believe. Obviously, it's a random selection, but I've been to the one at Birmingham a few times, and if you get anyone like Ian Pritchard, it literally just blows your mind. And then obviously we've got our lovely Leicester one on the 21st of February, which I feel we all should go and attend. I can't wait to get to it. It's always a good one for the Brimmers. Reminder about the incentive meal. So we have still got 2 days left for anyone to hit DM bonus. So this is the only time that they've actually put on the incentive to get the incentive meal to earn it 1 out of 2 months. It's normally 2 out of 3. Yes, please go and support. Definitely, Jade. So the meal dates, let me just give you the meal dates first, are the 4th of February, the 7th of May, the 5th of August and the 4th of November. So to achieve one of these meals that is paid for by your RVP, you need to promote to the next level, hit Roger Bannister 2 out of 3 months, or if it's between December and January, it's 1 out of the 2, which I believe Sarah Kenny has already done from the Brimmers Nation. Round of applause. And hit DM bonus 2 out of 3, but again 1 out of 2, which I believe, if I've got this right, is Jade and Rachel, so give them a round of applause. Woo! And a massive make sure everyone, hopefully you can get there, is the product training of 2019 over at Stamford on Saturday the 2nd of February. It's 10 till 4. It's £5 per person. Me and Tyrion are training, so I'm sure we're looking forward to that. And it's all about nutrition and the brand new Maui launch products, which I know we'll know on the 1st. We'll see it all over the Arbonne social media, but we get to learn about it on the 2nd. So I believe that's it. So I am going to move on to personal development. So please type in the chat anyone who feels that they know what personal development is, or they feel they do it religiously, or what do they think about personal development, and do we feel that we just read, is what I'm trying to get at, really. So let's have a look. So I know what it is, but I don't do enough. Yep. So I think quite a lot of us do. Hi, Isaac. So yeah, I'm definitely one of these. Well, Jade will always say, when I started the business, she told me about personal development. I was like, I don't need to do personal development. I'm fine. And she was like, okay. Thinking, what a weirdo. But yeah, it's really important. And it's all about the mindset. Now, you all hear about the chimp on the shoulder. We have negative thoughts, or, we might talk about things in a really negative way. And actually, what does that impact have on our day-to-day lives or our Arbonne businesses? So I'm going to go through a few things that we've been doing with Fiona. So I know some of us in the DM bootcamp thing that we're doing, the mindset group, will know what this is all about, but I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to do a very short clip on this because it's really hit home with me. So the first thing that we're going to do is, when you think about negative thoughts, or when people have an opinion on you, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, will they attend my funeral? Will they attend your funeral? And when them words were said to me, wow, what a difference it makes, I was like, no, probably they wouldn't. And, you know, it really, really makes you identify your friends. And I will honestly say with Arbonne, going through the personal development journey, it really just started like split out kind of, I say friendship groups, but it really stood out to me who was actually my friend, who was a massive mood hoover around me and I needed to get rid of them. You know, they weren't giving me anything in life or having a bit of a negative impact. And this is the little exercise that Fiona's got to do. So we are all wearing a hair bubble. So anyone that's online, can you grab a hair bubble or see a hair bubble? Tyrion, love it. Please grab yourself a hair bubble. So the whole purpose of this, and we're going to do it for a whole week, is if you have one negative thought or anything you feel that you're a negative Nelly, you are going to ping yourself on the wrist, okay, because you're going to snap out of it and get rid of it. Get rid of that thought. You need to really massively get rid of that negative thought. Now, we've had a bit of a contest going on and we'll all talk about it. I mean, we can talk about it in the WhatsApp group. You know, really, you know, how many bruises or the biggest bruise do you get? And I want that to kind of be, over the next 7 days, something you do. So eliminate all your negative, I told myself I was a bad mum. Ping, yeah, absolutely. I've sometimes said, like, well, I had one tonight. I said to Jane, I was like, I don't think I can do tonight, just because I've had a really, really full-on day. I mean, work is just absolutely crazy. And I had to ping myself, and literally within 30 seconds, I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'll be fine. She was like, okay. So yes, your other bit of homework you're going to do is you definitely need, I've started doing this, I put it in my little group WhatsApp the other day. It's the first thing that you should be given to listen to when you start Arbonne, and it is about an hour long. And I definitely listened to it when I first started, but I haven't visited it since. So Darren Hardin, if I've got it right, Making the Shift. It's an audio. It's, you know, you're not going to do it in one go, but you need to make that part of your personal development. Go back and listen to that if you haven't already. That really gets you to understand this business, and it is the model of the 21st century. And he's a non-Arbonner, so he literally talks about how these businesses are the 21st century. And I've just put on here, Girl Wash Your Face, only because obviously those that went to AAC, we had the fabulous Rachel Hollis, you know, be our guest attender, and I love her voice. So I'm not saying necessarily go and listen to Girl or read Girl Wash Your Face, but I really resonated with that one after a few was suggested to me. So make sure you have two separate ones. You need to have a business personal development, and you need to have like, oh, how do you call it? Like a human building. Is that the one? Can't remember. How would you call it? Like a self buzzing one. Don't know if that's a word. Well, I just made it up. So that's what you definitely need to do. You need to make sure that you have a business personal development and, like, you know, a self-worth. We'll call it a self-worth book or audio, because I feel like both of them is really important, because we kind of, you can get sidetracked, I think. So they will balance you out. And if you look at them, I'm going all this visual person, you know, they need to run parallel. So you need to stay on the track, because if you do one or the other, okay, you can't, it kind of drifts you off. So I would definitely recommend trying to do them together, splitting it out, and be on that little train track. Okay, now we're just going to do, what was the first one? I was out the room getting a hairband. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Darren Hardin. So Darren Hardin, Making the Shift. It's an audio on YouTube. It's probably, I'm sure it's around an hour. It's quite long. So listen to it over, you know, just make sure you write down where you get to in a certain point, and then pick it up, you know, when you're in the car or doing anything. Okay. Right. Now you're going to laugh at my outfit. Can everyone stand up, please? Look at my outfit. You can unmute yourselves if you want on this bit. So we did this last night and I absolutely loved it, so I'm just going to stand back a bit. So the first thing I want you to do, please, is you're going to punch yourself up one side and punch down the other side of your arm on one arm. So we do this. Okay, and then change arms. So up one side, down the other, up, down. Good. Then the belly, so round, don't go too hard. Jade, be careful. Good. Then down the legs. And then the other side. Gonna get all that negative energy out of our bodies. We don't do negative. Okay, you definitely need to unmute yourself for this one. So we're going to do this 20 times. We're going to start in people. Good. Right, so and like this. And you're going to clap. You do it all together 20 times. Are you ready? Let's all stand up. Ready? Here we go. 20 times. Clap. 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 Are we on 6? Clap. Smash up the numbers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, clap. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, well done. Oh, how is everybody feeling after that? Are we feeling? How are we feeling on a Monday night? Have we got rid of some of our negative energy? I really, really hope you have. Oh God. Okay, so I've spoken about this before, and you all probably know how obsessed I am with Fraser books. So I found this really, really important because I wanted to do.
You're all right.
Yeah. I wanted to find somebody that inspired me, that kept me on track, that wasn't an arbonner. So the first thing I would recommend anyone to do, it doesn't necessarily have to be Fraser books, is find someone who, you know, inspires you, that you can follow as a network marketer that is successful. I know we definitely had, was it David Ross? He was someone from Success Summit that did our training one night. He's on Facebook and stuff. So 100%, please go and find a network marketer that inspires you, that absolutely kind of how you want to do this business. So I always talk about, for me, I want to do it online, and you know, I don't hide from that. I'm not saying that how other people do it is wrong. It's not at all. And he is an online guru basically, and I absolutely love that, and I'm really failing forward doing it. You know, it's not happened overnight, but I make sure I tune into him, and he literally gives me so much personal development. He gives it out for free, and he's always about offering value. Make sure you offer value, and you can only do that if your headspace is in the right place. Because what tends to happen is that we are, yeah, there's loads there that Jade's popped in. He massively, you know, works with you to be the hunted, not the hunter. But again, some of you might not resonate with him, so don't think that he's the one. But literally, please make sure you go and find somebody that's not an arbonner, that completely does it how you want to run your business. So you need to make sure that you can visualize, I guess, how you want to do your business, so that you can go and find that person. Because it's, you know, you could search all these and think, that's not for me, that's not for me. We did about, I think, a year ago, we went through the skills of network marketing with, I always call him Eric Warrior, whatever. He does the 7 steps to network marketing, and what Fraser Brooks did that got Eric's attraction was that he did it online. So Eric now flies Fraser over to, you know, kind of get that information out over in America. But what he's put in that book is actually what we need to follow on a daily basis, and it's probably the tracker in a more detailed way. you know, and he didn't invent that. That's probably been around for a while, and we just need to make sure that we are doing the do. Because the one thing that I will say to you that I've picked up, and I love the quote, and again it was from Success Summit, is that it's not about what we, everyone could be successful, but sorry, the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is the things successful people do when they don't feel like doing it. And there's going to be days, I've been very, you know, guilty, when I'm not in the right headspace, I don't do it. And it wasn't until I went to Success Summit that they pinned down, like, okay, if you need to do an hour a day, which we always talk about, you know, oh, it's only an hour a day, 5 days a week, make sure you do it. So 15-minute blocks. And I've trained this out to all of my team all the time. And it's like, for 15 minutes, when you're on the toilet or you're in the bath or whatever you are doing, yeah, make it useful. Don't scroll through social media. Don't sit and watch things that aren't relevant. Like, make use of that time. I've literally, since that screen time's come on iPhones, my screen time's gone down, because I've literally been so to the point, right, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. Because you need to understand that personal development and action, and we'll do another little dance for you, is so important. So again, at Success Summit, okay, I've done this before. Okay, if you were just an action person where all you do is just do action in Arbonne, yeah, so this is your action foot. Again, you pivot in and you just go around. So it's action, action, or QV. So we're just getting QV in, which is great, but we're not working on ourselves. And again, if all you do is read personal development books and don't take action, again, you know, you're spinning. And you need to make sure that your action, personal development, action, and it's coming back to that train track. You need to make sure 1,000% that you are equal. And I'm very guilty of this. I tend to focus on one thing and just go with it, and then the rest of it falls behind. So in terms of whether you feel you need personal development or not, and I'll be the biggest you know, hold my hands up to this, I didn't think I needed it. And actually, this takes me back to when I was at school. I used to like being good at everything. You know, I'd get the C's and the B's, and that was good enough for me. I never strived to get an A. Why didn't I do that? Why did I not do that? Why did I? It's fine. I'm okay sitting here. It's not good enough in this business. I'll be frank with you. You need to strive all the time. I've just got these books here. So here's some ideas for you. So how to get from where you are to where you want to be. It's a good personal development. You are a badass. There are, oh God, there's loads. The magic, the secret, I loved I think it's because it swore. Life-changing, magic of not giving a fuck. Get shit done. She's brought out a new one, the one that swears. She's brought out a new one, a third book. You know, I think just because she says it how it is, and that's kind of resonates with me. I love listening and reading to them. So yes, I think that's all I've got to say this evening. I don't know if anybody else wants to add their personal experiences, or I think that I've missed anything out. Oh, I could talk about Miracle Morning, actually. I know Brimfield Nation have just started doing their own with the Fit region. I used to tune into Tessa, who does this, and it's like half an hour. Again, this is like most of your tracker working on yourself done first thing in the morning. So it starts at 6 o'clock. So whether you tune into Jade's or to Tessa's, you do 10 minutes of meditating. You start off meditating, you then write down your gratitudes and your, oh God, I can't think, I've not got it here, bear with me, and affirmations, that's the one. So you write down what you're grateful for, your affirmations, then you go on to your vision board. So you whether you've made one physical one, or you've got a video that you just play every single day to remind you why you're doing stuff and what it is you want. And then my favourite bit is the motivation. I love the motivational videos. Will Smith has loads and loads on YouTube. If you just put in Will Smith motivation, there is thousands and thousands out there, but you literally can get one every single day. And if you listen to that, it best works for me. I'll listen to it in the morning, and then I want to get out of bed, and then I do it again on the way to work, because not only does it make me feel good going to work, I literally make sure that I'm effective with my time. So I literally break my 15 minutes down. I do 15 minutes in the morning before I go to work. I'll do 15 minutes on my break, 15 minutes at lunchtime, and then 15 minutes when I get in the bath. That's my routine. That's what I've got into. I don't mess around. I don't sit there scrolling through anything anymore. I'm just so busy that I haven't got time, and it's actually made me step up. So I absolutely love that. So yes, I feel that's about it. And if no one's got anything to say, I will start. Tyrion has, yeah.
Yeah, I've unmuted. How do you deal with ignoring your notifications then? Because I find it really distressing.
It off. Oh God,
turn it off.
I had a meltdown. I've turned all my notifications off on Facebook, and all my notifications off, so they don't come up on my phone. So I
can't leave them.
No,
I hate it.
And I used to get really bogged down with it. I literally had a meltdown, and Jade went, "Just turn them off," and I was like, and do you know what? Because
you're not missing anything though. You're not missing any important things then, like in the group chats or...
No, well, I choose when to go into them, and you will always get how many, like 30 or...
Yeah, and then it shows
205 messages or whatever it is, but you're choosing to go into it. So 1,000%, it made me feel so much better by turning off all my notifications. I don't get any on Facebook. I don't get any on WhatsApp whatsoever, because I'm very much like you. You can't ignore them. You feel like you have to go in and have a look, and it's not... I didn't find it healthy in the end.
No.
You know, you end up being in so many WhatsApp groups, you know, it can completely fry your brain.
It drains your phone battery as well.
Yeah, turn them off. Turn them off.
Amazing.
Yeah. Any more?
I'm just going to ask, or just sort of talk a little bit just about meditation, because on the tracker we all have this line that says meditation, and trust me, I'm the last person. I'm embracing it now, but it was like, it's all a bit weird. I don't even know what to do. I'm sat there, and I just want to say that what the purpose of meditation is, because I don't think we even really know. We just do it, and we don't really know why we're doing it. So for me, meditation is 5 to 10 minutes of allowing my brain to switch off. And I know we go to sleep, but to consciously allow it to literally have a blank and to breathe and to have nothing going on. Because it's so easy for us to be, especially towards the end of the month, when we're like, QV, I need to do this, I'm trying to promote, stress, is that consultant going to join me? Oh my God, I think such and such is going to quit. Like, all of this stuff goes on, a normal life, kids, like stress, bills, whatever. And you're not serving yourself with having all of that crap going on in your head. You're just not allowing your brain, if you imagine your body needs time to rest when it sleeps, you know, you need to eat to fuel your body, your brain needs that time. So if you're thinking like, what do I do with meditation, just try and sit 5 minutes in a room with just some music you can find on YouTube, or even a guided meditation, and allow that to take you through. Tyrion's got...
Yeah, just to claim with that, you can also, I started by counting my breaths. So if you go in for 11, out for 7, or try a bit shorter and do in for 7, out for 4, and just concentrate on your breathing. Helps to slow down your nerve receptors, and it actually lets your brain, your subconscious mind, pick up on what's in your subconscious. So it is really, really good.
No, absolutely. And there is an app actually on the iPhone. Well, I presume it's on all of them. You can get a meditation app now that kind of gives you some pointers. The other thing I will say is that there's a few people I know close to me that have suffered recently with mental health shift, and actually what we do on Miracle Morning is what has been recommended to them by the doctor, to talk about what they're grateful for, to make sure they meditate. And it really is to clear the headspace. It's, you know, we are all human beings, and you know what, we've got this tiny, you know, heads that take on so much. Like, I'm sure everyone can relate to this. You know, we're all thinking about this, we worry about this, we do this, and the one thing I say to you is do that in the morning. Clear your head. And there's one phrase, Aaron will kill me for saying this, but there's one phrase that when I used to sometimes worry about stuff, I'm sure people do this when they can't control it. And he used to say to me, well, you worry, you die. If you don't worry, you die. And because I'm so black and white, that really sat with me and I thought, oh yeah, so why am I worrying about something that I can't control and I can't deal with? Like, you know, you just got to ride it out and let it happen. And, you know, your mind can totally take over. So, yeah, thank you for that, both of you. Really, really helpful. Okay, so, yeah. No. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this evening. It's been great to get on. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been very random, but yeah, loved being the host tonight. It's been great. So thank you very much.